Namaskar everyone. A joy to speak with you as always. Thank you for joining in today. A joy to see all of you. A Happy New Year to all of you everyone. Let's continue to make this new year purposeful, meaningful on life's journey. I just want to say that never be desperate or feel alone or feel cornered, because it's a conscious universe and it supports you at every turn. So never feel abandoned by the universe. And in every situation, always seek to tap into that connection with a deeper self inside, because the way to connect is to go within. Whether you connect through the heart and emotion, or you connect through the mind, the thought, or you connect with the gut through the body. But we need to make that divine connection if we are to truly be guided and to enjoy this human experience. Yesterday I spoke about the fascination of having a human body. Oh my God, it's my fascination. And I pray and hope that it can be yours. This body is something that we came into as a soul. And if you can appreciate the beauty of your soul is a light being, a being of light. And if you can appreciate your soul being, really to experience a little bit of that light, and you can, it's all based on your desire. The more you desire to experience deeper parts of yourself, the more you're creating the possibility. But you cannot be caught in the world and expect to experience the beauty and depth of the inner space. Because the energy of your consciousness will be directed outward instead of inward. When you go inward, you can make that connection. But if your senses are taking up outwardly, you can't. And it's only when you become really centered deeply inward can you make that, can you channel outwardly and be involved in the senses. So always the self-mastery step is going inward and making that connection. And that's what I try to guide you to do, to make the inner connection continuously. Now, everything that I do, everything that I say, every action that I perform, every thought that I think, every emotion I generate in my being, every desire I create, it is in that consciousness. So whether I'm sitting meditation or my eyes are open, it's the same. And I want that for you. I don't want you to think that meditation is only about sitting down. It is sitting down to nourish your body. It is sitting down to bring balance to all the energies within you as you detach from the world. And you close your eyes and you go within. That's what the sitting down is for. But a greater part of the day, we are consciously waking. And so we need to integrate those meditative principles in the daily life, and they can be. We can hold a state of meditation in daily life without having to shove up the senses, but treating with the senses differently. And the fascination of this physical body, it's an animal body. And if you can only appreciate the animalistic nature of the body and be able to differentiate that to your soul being, then that's a freedom in itself from being caught in body consciousness. The ability to detach from the from the animal body in the consciousness, to detach from it and to be able to see clearly for what it is. A lot of us are caught up in the primal nature of the human body and think that the pleasures of this animalistic body, the pleasuring of the nervous system of this body, we take that to be happiness. And we spend a lot of life energy, prana or chi, in the pursuit of that. But we shouldn't do that. We need to explore more of all that we are. That's primary. And so that is the major life purpose, to experience more of all that you are and to live in the fullness of that inner consciousness. So that's what I try to guide you to do. Every day's experience should lead you there. Every day's experience, you should work in that consciousness. You should eat in that consciousness, sleep in that consciousness, relate in that consciousness. The consciousness of being centered in the deepest space within you, from where you can get your deepest space. No competition with others. It's your deepest space, because everyone is an individual journey, or individualized journey. But we cannot compare ourselves with others. Our journey is unique. Our journey to self, our journey within is unique. So don't compare yourself with others. Look for what brings you inside. Look for what lifts your consciousness, and take that route to go deep inside. It can be using the body to go deep inside. It can be using the emotion to go deep inside. It might be using the mind to go deep inside. But what is important is the ability to use the intellect, the reasoning tool, as you do all of this. Whether you are using the body, or whether you're using the heart, or whether you're using the mind, being able to use the intellectual tool, the buddhi, the reasoning tool, to really navigate the journey in more consciousness is important. And like I said, that is why the Gayatri Mantra is about expanding the consciousness. We are asking the deep light within that comes from a transcendental space, Tat Savitur Pariniam, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. That cleansing light, we are asking that light, the source of that light, the transcendental power of that light, to illumine our minds, to let us see more. Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. It is such a beautiful, beautiful mantra. Om Bhurbu Vasur. Tat Savitur Varenium Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. When I was in the Ganeshpuri ashram of Baba Muktanand, and when I bought the chanting book there for the first time, I remember putting the meaning of the Gayatri Mantra, all of the syllables, I understood it. And that mantra has always become meaningful to me, the Gayatri. And of course, at the year ending, before we met the New Year, or whilst we approached the New Year, I chanted the Mahamrityunjaya, which I absolutely love, and the Gayatri, two favorite mantras of mine. Mahamrityunjaya is the wellness mantra, to detach from everything that makes you unwell, or everything that makes you or puts you into a state of disease, and to rise to your immortal nature, your immortal consciousness, your deathless consciousness. So it's called a great victory over death mantra. Mahamrityunjaya, Mrityu is death, and Jaya means the victory. So Mahamrityunjaya mantra, the great victory over death. And you can only do that, the victory over death, by not making the body deathless, but going to this center of the soul that is deathless. Body is a dying body. You're wearing this body, but it is aging, and it will drop off, but not you. So know who you are before this body begins to deteriorate. So thank you, everyone. I'm happy that you are here for this Monday darshan. I'm going to keep meditation shorter today. I guide you into just a short meditation, but I wanted to mainly stay with you with darshan. And as we meet the new year, I want to be able to guide you intuitively into what is necessary for you. But please use all the information I'm giving you to assimilate and to go inward, to journey inward. Even though you're outwardly engaged, but center inward, center inward, center inward. We need to center at the very source of being. Yeah, so when I sit with you, I'm rocking you in my field. And if you can really appreciate that we exist in each other, in the deepest center of being, whether you center in the heart at the deepest center, or you center in the mind at the deepest center, or you center in the gut at the deepest center, you are in the source. You're in that center of infinite consciousness. The center of infinite consciousness pervades the whole universe. You, me, and everything else. So if you were to just use the heart, for example, and go to the center of being, center of loving being. And you center in infinite love. Infinite consciousness is there. Infinite consciousness is the source of all love. So the crown chakra, as it were, it's centered in the mind, in infinite mind. It's centered in the throat in terms of infinite information, Akash. It's centered in the heart in terms of infinite love. It's centered in the gut in terms of infinite vitality. It's centered in the sacral area, where infinite power can come into nourishing the reproductive area, empowering the reproductive area, and then at the root, so you can hold your body in the infinite energy of infinite consciousness. The crown is right through the column. What is limited is the chakra that channels the energy from the source. It is a chakra, the opening, that is limited, so that only different qualities of energy comes through the different chakras. So if you can appreciate what I'm saying to you, and if you can go a little deeper into my words, because every word carries a blessing. Every word is coming from the deepest center of being. So you can use my every word to go deeper and deeper and deeper at the center of being. And that's how I felt with Baba Muktananda. The moment he spoke, and I felt a connection with something deep, deep within my own being that was resonating to his voice. And that brought me into this oneness with his being, and great respect for what this being was in the human form. And having made that connection, when he left the body, he was still, I could still feel his presence inside of me. So the masters are ever living masters, Avinashi, they are ever living masters. So stay with me for a few moments as I center you in that place inside. Just breathe into it. And breathe out from there. Breathe into the gut area. Just take a moment to breathe into the gut area, eyes open or closed. So you can become stable in the body's core energy, from where all the pranas emerge, that nourishes the body. core breathing with Ujjayi. Stay with the meditative energy of Ujjayi. Until you can feel stable in the body's vital core. It is the secret of the Japanese martial arts, the Hara center. The Chinese, Dantian, and the yogis, Manipura. It carries the power of core being, the pranic power, the chi power of core being. And when you feel the body stable, just open up the heart area. Focus on infinite love in your being, that you are a center of infinite love. And all you need to do is to affirm, I open my heart, that the infinite love of my source being, my essence, will flow in and through me. I open my heart, that the infinite love of the divine within me will flow in and through me. And you breathe into that center and you breathe out love through the hands, through the skin, through all of you, to the world outside of you. And like I said on Sunday, the Soham is so meaningful. The normal human breathing is Hamsa. When we breathe in, we breathe into human consciousness. And when we breathe out, we breathe into a God that exists in the world. But when the seeker is spiritually awakened and grows, that changes to the feeling and experience of the God within, that power within. So the mantra turns into Soham. So we breathe into the soul, the divine, and we breathe out to the body and to the world, the Ham. The Soham. So within, Ham without. And the breath brings balance to all the energy along the spinal column. From the brow, the directing energy, right onto the root, the grounding energy. And try to let the breath happen, to flow in a way of rhythm, as you find a rhythm that the body thrives in. Not the rhythm that the mind wants to direct. No, not the ego mind. Get into the rhythm that the body enjoys, the mind feels peaceful in, and the heart opens up. Get into that rhythm. I'm doing that now, even though I'm speaking with you. The prana apana of the breathing, the vayus, prana vayu, apana vayu. I focus on them. So even though I speak, that prana apana vayu rhythm continues. And you do that until you can feel a balance along the entire spinal column. Hope you can catch a joy of these currents of prana and apana. Enjoyful play with it. Enjoyful rhythm with the body and with the universe. And with the so and the hum vibrating as you go within and you channel outside of you. So hum. So hum. Beautiful. Okay, so open your heart, open your mind, open your whole being to channel your energies to the world. Our world needs that healing energy. And always remember that when you are doing this now, that many people across our world, many people, millions of people are doing the same thing, prayerfully, praying for our world. Let's join them in that beautiful connection. And let's use the beautiful Sanskrit prayer. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. May all be happy. Sarve santu niramayaha. May all be healthy. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. May everything we see be pleasant, uplifting, the way we see the world. May we see with the eyes to see only uplifting things. Ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet. And may we never be caught in sorrow. May we stay in the joyfulness of inner being. And I will end today's session with the Mahamrityunjaya as we pray for our world. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe. I adore you, O one who sees from the infinite center. Trayambakam, the three-eye. Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam. May the energies that come out of you, the fragrance, Sugandhim, nourish me and help me to thrive, prosper. Urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityur mokshiya. Let all the attachments that are unhealthy and disease and even the fear of death, let it go away. Free me from it. Maamritat. And grant me the experience of infinite consciousness, deathless consciousness. Maamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe. Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam. Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityur Mokshiya. Maamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe. Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam. Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityur Mokshiya. Maamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe. Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam. Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityur Mokshiya. Maamritat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. So thank you for joining in today. I hope that you will revisit this talk, you'll contemplate it, and you will experience the blessings of it. So it's a joy to be with you today, and let's continue to meet in the inner world and the outer. Have an amazing day, everyone. Namaskar. My soul bows to you.